Well, now I know where she's at. There's no point in me following the trail. Fuck it. We're gonna go back. That's the only way I see. I want to know everything there is about this case.
This curfew is
You know, if you said a shit like this wouldn't happen.
damn crooked.
A lot of why is this? I don't understand why I keep going back and forth. That's the closest I can get to in that location. Alright, fine. Fuck it. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I know I already beaten her before, but dealing with her is kind of. But you know, but look, she had the Titan Aug on her. What the fuck? Of course, now it all makes sense. The pocket secretary I read while he was in the middle of talking to Chang. You read it, right? He's Orlov's daughter. Orlov's daughter. Wow. Actually, knocking that guy out probably was the best thing I could have done for him. Great. Alright, well... Shit.
Died, something would spark.
How convenient. It's right close to the lung clinic. Constant back and forth is really not cool, dude.
No, just wait there. We should have taken care of this problem long ago. There. Let's go to bed.
Well, I can actually do two things. But an EMP would destroy it. Choices. No, fuck it, no. Bob Page, publicly a merchant tech billionaire. Bob Page is a philanthropist who founded the multinational, apparently I can't read, a holding company, Page Industries, though through it he controls multiple subsidiary corporations, including the pharmaceutical giant First Life. Privately, though, the man is something else. Cold-blooded, reactionary, and prone to crimes of passion. Page is an itinerant-minded individual who firmly believes in technology advancement. He'll do anything to ensure it stays in control of it. Yeah. Whoops. I have no choice, I have to go this way.
Now! Just wait there.
Powder keg waiting to blow. Now look. We should have... What are you doing here? It's after curfew. It's dangerous.
Serial killers are dangerous. Curfews are just inconvenient.
I beg your pardon?
Daria Mishka. Ring a bell?
I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to divulge anyone's personal information.
Oh, really?
I don't have much time, so you need to start talking fast. Daria's in grave danger. That's if she's even still alive. If there's something I need to know about her...
Trust me, there's no hurry. The further men like you stay away from Daria, the better it is for everyone. You should forget it.
Why men like me? Look, I know about the email you sent her. I know you performed some kind of surgery. Why was it so important for Daria to meet you here?
I used to know Daria. She was a patient of mine.
Your patient? You mean here at the drugstore?
No, of course not. Before that, when I used to work for Taeyong Medical, big tech corporation. You know it?
Enough to know I don't like where this is going.
I headed a project. The cutting edge of neural science and cellular memory replacement. We dealt with people suffering from severe social disorders. We were making people better by making them better people.
How exactly did you make people better?
We found a way to isolate specific character traits. The idea was to use neural implants with imprints of desirable traits from select individuals and insert them into others who were, how should I say, less gifted. Take a man like yourself, for example. Could have given you a sense of humor.
I'm funny enough as it is. Now how about you tell me what went wrong? Something obviously did.
We were trying to help people. Imagine what it would mean if we succeeded. Anxiety, gone. Apathy, gone. Depression, gone.
Diversity gone, spontaneity gone, individuality gone. But you probably left that part out of your sales pitch.
Daria is responsible for what Daria does. The only reason Taeyong forced me to get involved is because so much is at stake for them. Big brand name to protect. I've met their lawyers, men whose briefcases are filled with broken teeth. You must understand.
I've been very patient so far. Too patient. That's about to change unless you start getting into details. What are you not telling me?
Look, I haven't had anything to do with this for years. Taeyong Medical contacted me and told me it was my responsibility because Daria was my patient. They implied that if Daria's story ever came to light, I would take all the blame.
So you're in this out of the goodness of your heart. What else?
My job was to address people's deficiencies by integrating donor personality packages. That meant we needed lots of confident volunteers to donate time to our project. As you can imagine, people weren't exactly lining up to have a scrape inside their heads. So Taeyong had to diversify.
Once again, not sure I like where this is going.
Taeyong Medical cut a deal with various penitentiaries. Prisoners who took part in our programs, they got granted little perks, bigger cells, running water. The prisons, they benefited from facility upgrades. It was a win-win.
You implanted the personality traits of prisoners into the mentally unstable? Smart. Let me take a wild guess. Daria's donor was Marek Svobodka, better known as the Harvester.
Donor number 698843. All I saw, all I was given was a series of test scores that showed a perfect match. Everything she was missing, he had. Nothing else mattered at the time.
Oh.
An innocent woman's been turned into a vicious killer, in large part because of a procedure you carried out. I'd say that matters.
Daria wasn't turned into anything. She willingly participated in a procedure. Now she is willingly killing people. You may choose to see a causal relationship between those two things, but let me assure you, it's more complicated.
Save it for the lawyers. What I need to know is how to stop her.
All right. Look, we obviously want the same thing here. Daria has a neural chip installed just above the hairline. She won't let you get anywhere near it. So if you're serious about putting an end to this, you'll have to,
What, kill her?
That would be my preference, yes. Or I suppose you could just incapacitate her, but then you run the risk of having her wake up. Not a risk I would take personally.
There must be another way. Something that doesn't involve attacking her.
I wish I could help you. Unless you're willing to meet violence with violence, Daria's not a victim. Chip or no chip, she is behind this, and she will try to attack you no matter what you do.
I don't think Daria's as responsible as you make her out to be. Taking her out and removing the chip is great for you. Gets rid of any evidence that might link her actions to your bungled experiment. But there's no way it's my only option. And there's no way Tai Young Medical would develop a sensitive technology like this without some kind of failsafe. I know you're holding something back.
Like what?
A weakness, an override. Something that allows me to talk to her without the influence of whatever it is you install.
Well, there is an override phrase. Daria's been programmed to react to it with specific subconscious impulses that are designed to trigger a shutdown of the chip.
Why wouldn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because I knew you would overestimate what it could do. You're a fool if you think you can just walk up to a killer and say a magic word. It won't undo what she's become. The decision to act on Svobodka's memories, to repeat them, that was all Daria. Simply shutting down the chip at this point will not be sufficient.
That's for me to decide. What's the override phrase?
Ad hominem 2026. But I warn you, do not turn your back on her. And do not underestimate her responsibility in all of this. We all have terrible nightmares. We all have visions of sick and terrible things we could do. But we don't all act on them. You must be careful around her.
Control, area is clear.
Wow, okay, well that was interesting. That's what I'm... Alright, well... Now to get the fuck out of here again.
Wait a minute. Fine.
Oh... Oh, now we get to deal with her. But it doesn't need to matter. They should make it when he's doing that, he'll automatically get energy back. That's what they should do. Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. All I want to do is get back to the story, only because I was so close and then Daria had to open up with her nonsense. Alright, well, let's just take care of this mess. Then we can deal with the other bullshit. Alright, fuck this. We're going this way. Oh, that's what that does. Oh, okay. It lowers the cost of that.
You know, if you said a shit like this wouldn't
This
happen.
curfew is bullshit.
Не можете mnie держать на пожар?
Just to be quick, then we can get back to the story. Let's see here. So cell phone. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Taiyong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage compared to mine.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique. His courage to follow through.
I can still help you. Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Listen to me. The neural chip that Dr. Cipra installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people. I don't believe that was really you.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change anything? The procedure gave me access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone. You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come. Closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Cipra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely, whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
You obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svobodka's memories inspired in you.
I don't need help. You do. You need to be saved. All Ogs need to be saved. Svobodka inspired me to... I can make you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
Sadistic, defiant, and human. Such as personality traits are those of Marek Svobodka's. The original harvester killer, whatever prior of real Daria Miskit that now remains, has long laid dormant. She must be found. Humanize, yes.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul, victims of an age? I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobodka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, the memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his cause.
Svobodka didn't have a cause. He was a serial killer, acting out on impulses that he tried to couch in spiritual rhetoric. A way of convincing himself that his actions were justified, but they weren't. No amount of faith or abstraction makes it okay to dehumanize people the way he did.
No. No, it doesn't. But so what if you're right? So what that Svobodka's motivations cannot stand up to scrutiny? His actions, my actions, cannot be justified. Where does that leave me? If those others did not deserve to die, then I deserve to die.
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me to look into this neural procedure you underwent. Dig into Cipra and Tai Yun.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Cipra and Tai Yun Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
You were right before, about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
All right, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
Chang, you able to see my coordinates?
Give me a sec. What's this about?
There's a woman named Daria down here. She's gonna turn herself in for those harvester killings. She's also got a hell of a story to tell about Taiyang Medical. One that might put her in danger. I need you to send someone you trust.
Jesus, Jensen! What is it you think I'd do? Cyber crimes, remember?
I'm asking because I trust you. Got enough to worry about with the curfew.
All right, but do me a favor and get out of there, and don't mention this to anyone, not even me. Chang's got this.
We did it the right way. That is how you solve this case without killing anyone or harming anyone. I've always wanted to do the non-crappy way, which I wasn't able to do last time. Interesting. She laid all these bombs out. Where the fuck did she get all these bombs? So none of my last theory about her was correct only because I looked at her diary. But all my previous ones was not correct at all. What's this? Huh. Wow, what a ridiculous quest this was. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Glad I finally got rid of it, though. I mean, I liked it, don't get me wrong. It was like a two-pronged staged thing, but it went on a little longer than I wanted because of nonsense. I had to reload because I wanted to do it a different way. Marek Zvabzemiska. Oh, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me.
Turning myself in is for the best. I know that now.
I'm glad we can, I'm glad I was able to save you, Daria. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is something else. Are we at the end of the game? I really hope not. I mean, this is the second or third time we've been here. Nah, I'm not gonna bother going down there. Not right now. Whew. Fuck. Wait, whoops. Let's probably do that. Now, is it possible that I can finish this fucking... I can do this without having to deal with nonsense? If there's another side quest that pops up in another district, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I knew this era business would go trash. Out the body! You know, if you said a shit like this wouldn't happen.
No.
Stand there. Moving from
Shit.
current position. Let me go. I need to get out of here. Can't tell who might be out here. Chcę mluviť se svým právníkem. You know, if you said a shit like this wouldn't happen. Seems to have quieted it down.
Now, let's do this, please.